Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here. In this video, I want to answer a really common question that I'm getting on the channel, which is what is the best beginner snowboard? So I'm going to go through, I'm going to give you guys some advice on all the things that you want to look for buying your first board. And I'm also going to recommend 5 guys boards that I think are the best, and then 3 of the girls boards. So let's go through. So hopefully you can find the perfect first board for you. The first board I'd recommend is the Salomon Pulse. And the thing I like about this board, just first off, is the price. It's $299 American, and that is the perfect price point for a first board for lots of reasons. One thing is that you're not going to use some of the high-end tech that go into the more advanced boards. There's no sense in paying a lot of money for tech you're not going to use. For $299, you're just going to get the basic board. For that price, that's all you need. Also, you're probably going to beat up the first board you have. If it gets wrecked, if it gets dented, it's no big deal because you didn't spend much money on it. And then if it does survive your beginner stages, then you can possibly pass it on to another beginner or sell it and get some of your money back. A cheap price point is key. The next board to check out is the Burton Ripcord. And the thing that I like about this board is it's got a catch-free profile. So basically what this means is that the base of the board is flat and then it rises up on the nose and tail. And this is key because when you're making those first beginner turns, it's quite common to catch an edge and fall over. So all the boards that I recommend are gonna have the flat or camber profile in the center to give you stability, but then raised reverse camber on the nose and tail to help you have more of a catch-free ride. So super key when you're looking for your first board that it's catch-free. The next board that I recommend, guys, is the Arbour Formula. The Arbour Formula, the thing I like about this board is that the flex is a 4. So it's kind of like a soft to medium flex. And this is kind of like the perfect range for getting your turns down, carving, but then also soft enough to try some of those beginner tricks. The stiffer boards, they're typically good for carving, going fast. So you want to lean towards a stiffer flex if you're not interested in park or doing tricks, and then leaning towards a softer flex if you want to get into doing the butters and penguin walk. A flex rating of like a 3 or 4 is kind of a good compromise so that you can get the best of both worlds, ride the whole mountain, and try out some of the beginner tricks. The next board to check out, guys, is the K2 Standard. And the thing that I like about this board is the shape is a directional twin. Basically what that means is the design of the flex is better in one direction, but then it's got the twin shape so that you can ride it in both directions if you want to. So a good combination. The twin shape is important if you want to learn how to ride switch and do any of those switch tricks. And then the directional flex is good for learning to get your carving and turns in one direction. So a bit of the best of both worlds. If you want a board that's purely gonna go in one direction, you can find just a pure directional board. And then if you want to get a complete park board, you just go for the true twin shape. But this board, it's got the directional twin, so a bit of both, and then it's good until you figure out what you really wanna do. The next board, guys, is the Libtech Craftsman from Hell Skate Banana. This one is really cool. Libtech looks like a really fun board. And the thing I like about it is the magnet traction. So if you don't know what magnet traction is, it basically means that the edge of the board, which is typically just kind of like a smooth curve, with the magnet traction, it's wavy, kind of like a serrated blade of a knife, like a bread knife. The great thing about this is it really holds well on the snow, especially in icy conditions. So if you're on the East Coast, if you're riding a lot of ice, check out Libtech and some of their magnet traction boards because they can really save you from sliding out on that ice and having great hold through those carves and turns on firmer conditions. So this Libtech's a bit more money, but the magnet traction is a pretty cool feature. Definitely something to check out. I've also found 3 women's boards that I would highly recommend. The Salomon Lotus, K2 First Light, and the Burton Genie. All 3 of these boards have the elements that I've been talking about. They're at the lower end of the price scale, they're a softer flex, and they're also catch-free. All the elements that make for a really good beginner board. One final tip, guys, for buying your first board is find a top sheet that you like and looks like a fun board to ride. I remember my first board was just like a plain gray and black top sheet. Didn't look like much fun. And yeah, after that, I tried to always pick boards that had some kind of like fun look to them so that it was exciting and got me out riding more. I hope that all these tips help you guys find the perfect first board for you. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll also put links to all these boards down in the description, so check those out. I'll put a link to the Beginner Snowboard playlist where there are tons of videos that help you guys on your first day. Make sure you subscribe and like this video to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video soon.